Hey everyone, it's me, Quawnaime, and today I'm going to try to continue Mario 1. In this part, I'm going to, complete the... Oh, I died. But in this part, I'm going to, complete level 7 and a bit of level 8. The reason I'm not going to do the entirety of level 8 because of the fact that when I was practicing, I, kept dying a lot on level 8-2 because 8-2 is really hard. Again, 7-1 is kind of tough a little bit, but 8-2 is really hard, especially. I feel like 8-2 is kind of just a really hard stage to deal with because of the fact that level 8 is already kind of a hard stage to deal with. Even though I basically did pass level 8-1, I didn't really pass 8-2 because of the fact that level 8-2 is really hard. And if I wanted to, I could do the one-up glitch, but I'm not going to do it this time because of the fact that I'm still kind of new to this game. So yeah, that's why I'm not going to do it in this part. Again, I am going to try to do really well on this stage because I did practice the stage a little bit more. And a little trick about this stage is try to out-swim the bloopers. It might be hard at first, but out-swimming them is actually really easy. I usually get hit around this part, so that's why I'm kind of worried. Because that part is actually that's like one underwater piston stage. The underwater piston actually try to suck you in, so that's why I'm actually worried. And then like when you get sucked in too much, you actually lose control of Mario, so that's why I'm actually avoiding them as much as I can. I know it's the later parts of the game, but still these parts are really hard, and I mean very hard, especially this stage, because this stage actually gave me a little bit more trouble than I imagined actually. And this is actually a repeat of the first underwater stage that I did. So you're now going to start seeing repeated levels in this game. So yeah, I am going to try to finish this game as much as I can, but not in this part, but in the next part, because I died a lot and and this stage is a repeat of level 1 free. Yeah, sorry if I'm dying a lot here. It's just even though I've been practicing these stages, I'm still trying to do my best I can to not get hit over here, because the fact that these 3 stages are going to be a bit more harder. So take your time as much as you can, because of the fact that these stages are going to be a bit more harder. And pay attention to enemy placement, because honestly the enemies can mess you up here a lot, which I recommend just paying attention to the enemy placement, because the sheeps can hit you hit you a lot, so pay attention to that. I'm going to do this stage, and then the next stage I'm just going to call it quits there. Again, this stage I died a lot too, mostly because of the ceiling. Yes, I did it. Okay, this stage has a gimmick. In this stage, you have to pay attention to the patterns, so I'm doing it right now. Yes, and just 2 more left, which is actually here. And then take the upper path, which is here. And then you get the Bowser. Pay attention. I'm paying attention. This is actually the furthest I've been in my recording sessions, okay? Pay attention to the fire. And yeah, I am not going to fight him. I took a long time with this stage, and I mean a really long time. Again, I'm sorry this might not be a full part. I'm actually going to try to record up to level 8-1 because of the fact that I did I did these stages a lot. It's just the problem is I died to them a lot, so that's why I'm not going to do the other stages. And this actually is, this stage is actually not that hard compared to the other stage before this. This is a stage that actually requires you to run a little bit more faster. And there's like a lot. And then in the next stage after this, I'm gonna call it quits. But in the next stage, it's actually gonna be a bit more harder actually. Especially around the platforming parts. Again, I'm not going to continue level 8, mostly because of the fact that I'm not familiar with level 8 too, and I need a little bit more practice on that stage. So yeah, after this, I'm just gonna call it quits. Even though I did promise people I'd do level 8, the rest of level 8, I'm not going to do it in this part because this part was really hard to record as is. So yeah, after this, I think it's actually yes, but anyway, after this is actually gonna be no. The sad part is I actually have to do it all over again too because there's not that much checkpoints. There's not that much checkpoints here because of the fact that, well, we're getting to the later parts of the game, so they expect you to be a lot more expert at the game compared to the earlier parts, which require you to be a little bit more. In the earlier parts of the game, you can actually be a little bit more free, but in these parts, you actually have to be a little bit more cautious. So I'm not going to try to defeat every enemy I can. I'm just going to leave them alone. Mostly because of the fact that dying in the stage is actually a little bit more harder because of the fact that if you die, you basically have to do the whole stage all over again. So just leave the enemies alone and let them go off screen like that, which I'm doing right now. Okay. Oh yeah, star. I didn't know that it was there. So yeah, after... No! Also, pay attention to your jumps. I already said that clear, but pay attention to your jumps. Because the fact that, well, if you die on this stage, you basically have to repeat the stage all over again. But basically, I'm happy because of the fact that this is only level 8. Which I am happy about because of the fact that, well, level 8-1 is not that hard compared to level 8-2, which is actually a lot more harder to do. Because of the fact that level 8 is kind of like a test to see how much you improve as a player in this game. Yes, okay, finally. Honestly, just let the Koopas go off screen themselves. They usually do half of the time, so just do it like that. And then try to find a star, and then not try to do what I did, where I fall down the pit, even though I didn't really mean to. I still recommend just slowing down a little bit because things can still hurt you. Okay, yes, I did it. Hopefully, I'm not going to do the same mistake like I did here. Just be cautious. Just be really careful. Yes, and I think I did it. And there's a platform, which is actually really hard to platform through. And also, I think I actually did it. And I think I actually... Okay, just be cautious here. Yes! So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Like, comment, and subscribe. Sorry this was a shorter part. And this is Quawnaime saying, Quawnaime out!